Mercedes has tons of different versions of the Maybach. To my left right here, we have the GLS, the SUV version of the Maybach, and then over there in the showroom, we have the Mercedes S-Class, the Virgil Edition Maybach. What we want to know is which one you would choose if you had the choice to drive it. Put it down in the comments. Again, my name's Peter at Faraz Auto Sales. We're going to do a review on both of those things today. Hey guys, Peter here again from Faraz Auto Sales. Today, we are looking at the absolute pinnacle of luxury. The 1 of 150 Virgil Maybach. You are not going to find one of these anywhere else. All right guys, let's look at the front of this thing. Come on in closer and check this thing out. So not just your stereotypical Mercedes emblem, you got the Mercedes-Maybach, which is just wicked. Beautiful black two-tone grille with the chrome, which is just pops like crazy. And then the full digital headlights from Mercedes. Now, check this out, this key even. Not your regular Mercedes key. Maybach edition. Let's unlock this thing and see those digital lights come on. Look at this, it's beautiful. Wow, look at how nice that is, man. The digital lights look crazy. Now, the beautiful sand two-tone combo comes also with this pinstripe, which is actual paint too. This is not a wrap, it's gorgeous. And then sitting on these Vossen wheels, the 22-inch, they fit the car very, very nicely. We do have the factory monoblocks also in the exact same color if needed. All right, now moving to the back of this thing. It's very, very similar to your standard Maybach, but again, the beautiful chrome badges pop like crazy. The exhaust, everything else comes in really nicely. The two-tone color is what will really throw the exterior of this thing off. Like this is really, really cool custom stuff. If you want to really check out something crazy though, the bread and butter is the interior of this thing. It will blow your mind. I don't even know what there is to say about the inside of this thing other than it is just ridiculous. The two-tone paint scheme stays true. What we got to look at here is all the custom touches about this car. That's what makes this car something special. You have your Virgil Abloh plaque right here, 1 of 150. You're not going to find another one of these. There's not going to be any more made next year, the year after, or so on. If you look at the simple beauties of all these little things, like look at this headrest pillow stamped, Virgil Abloh 1 of 150. You cannot find that in another Maybach. When you come over to your driver's seat, I mean, most of the time if you're in this car, you'll probably be back there, which we'll check out later. But if you're sitting here, the driver has a full 3D dash. That means that you're actually seeing what's in front of you in a 3D image. It will blow your mind when you're sitting and you're seeing this. The dash is the same matched sandstone and gloss. This is very, very rare stuff that we're dealing with here. So also, you got your Burmester sound system as part of the Maybach combo, and your infotainment system is very accessible right here. Your infotainment system here is very, very user-friendly. Just because it's a Maybach doesn't necessarily mean that it's confusing. So once you start this thing up, even the rear camera, you have beautiful 360 surrounds. You got a 3D view images, which are just incredible. Look at that. That's the actual vehicle as a 3D image that we're seeing right there. Now, open this thing up. Of course, a Mercedes-Maybach Touch would be your custom scent diffusers, which you insert right inside here in the glove box. You can actually see your own scent that you want to use. Whatever you feel like that day, that's what you plug in. Now, why don't we check out the back of this thing? This is where we're supposed to spend the most of our time. This is basically what it feels like to be royalty at this point. I think once we get the accessories going here, this thing has full lounge capabilities for both passengers in the rear. And of course, you got your Virgil Abloh 1 of 150s stamped pillows. I guess these are courtesies depending on you want to take a nap today or you just want to have something that feels cozy. When we open all these up, everything has a function in here. It is just bizarre. Look at that. Automated fold back for your drink holders, your climate control here. This is heated and cooled cup holders in the rear seats. So, of course, true Maybach fashion, you got the rear champagne fridge in here. And don't mind if you do right there, a bottle of champagne while you're there. So once you're riding, you open that up, get your champagne flute in there, enjoy. And then when we take a look around, you'll notice full leather wrapped roof. Stitching is just beautiful. Every detail on this thing will blow your mind of how gorgeous it is. And of course, if you had to get some work done, you got your full folding laptop tables so you can fold these things out and get some stuff done while you're sitting back here watching TV. This is just insane. In true Maybach fashion, in the 2 passengers in the rear instead of the 3 passenger, You also get the removable touchscreen, which is really cool. So pop this thing out. This connects you to your massage seats. It connects you to your climate control, connects you to your TVs, of course. So that way you have full control as a passenger in the back of exactly how you want this thing to feel. Now, very similar to flying Emirates, first class to Dubai, if you feel like having a nap while you're riding, now you got the lounge feature. Check this out. I'm so comfortable in this thing, I don't even want to get out right now, but I guess I've got to finish this video off. So if one of you guys want to come buy this thing, you're more than welcome to. When you're this rich, you don't even have to close your own doors. It just does it on its own. Today we're looking at the Hotel on Wheels, the 2021 GLS 600 Maybach. This thing is crazy. There's every feature and more you can imagine, right down to champagne glasses, right down to reclining seats. We're gonna go over it all. Come check this thing out and let's do a walk around today, see what's going on. All right, guys, we're gonna take a closer look at what makes this thing skirt in just underneath the $200,000 mark. Again, 2021 Mercedes GLS 600 Maybach. Very, very badass, very cool car. Probably has all the bells and whistles Mercedes are able to jam into a vehicle. Starting off, obviously, you have what makes it a Maybach, what shows you it's the Maybach. When in your rearview mirror you see the Maybach is that beautiful grille, this gorgeous chrome grille with the chrome around the outside venting here. That's just really nice staple of that Maybach. You're gonna see that on the front end of this. You're gonna see that on the front end of the Virgil. You're gonna see that on the front end of all kinds. Anything the Maybachs are gonna have what makes it a Maybach, that beautiful lettering on there, that crazy differentiation between a regular GLS 600 or GLS 580, sorry, that's gonna be, it's kind of like the similar, but it's just not quite there. When you get that Maybach certification on the front of that thing, that Maybach labeling, it's just second to none. So we're gonna walk our way around. I know that some of them do come with the Maybach, the double M symbol on there. I think that's maybe an additional upgrade if you wanted to buy the emblem, or maybe this one this year came with just the regular Mercedes symbol. Not sure, maybe let me know if you know more than I do about it. You probably do. What I love about the Maybach, GLS 600 Maybachs, is these massive 23-inch wheels. Like, these Maybach wheels don't come on any of the other Mercedes. They come on them specific to the Maybachs, the 23s. There's a few different versions of the Maybach wheels, but I happen to love these multi-spoked Maybach ones. These are just so mean, so elegant, so just like, they really pop. Either way, I love the beautiful finishing touches of the Maybach symbol covering the bolt, the lug nuts underneath, which is just really clean, gorgeous rim, huge, massive in your face, big wheel, because nothing spells Maybach like just a lot of features that are kind of almost obnoxious, right? So we're gonna move down. The side of it, you wouldn't really know much difference other than the wheels and of course the Maybach logo on the back until you open this door. One of the coolest features, again, a lot of people like, I think, is the optional fold out Maybach side step running boards. I think you can leave these down when you drive, when there's a setting, just to look really cool, but they got the big Maybach logo on the back. As soon as you open the door, they fold out. As soon as you close it, they eventually fold themselves back in. Hate to see when that feature breaks, how much that's gonna cost to fix. Like anything on this truck, it's gonna cost a fortune, but that's what, if you got the money, it doesn't even matter anyway. Of course, the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Maybach symbol. This is the symbol I was talking about. Sometimes you'll see them on the front of the car. I'm not sure, again, if they're an upgrade or depends on the year. Not too sure, but this car is just beautiful. I love the fact that the roof rails are all silver, the silver around the door, around the windows. It's just a really, really beautiful looking car. Mercedes Maybach, again, like we said on the front, can't be a Maybach without that beautiful Maybach badge on there. I'm sure the badge alone probably costs a couple $1,000s just to get this put on there. So this isn't for the faint of heart or the one without money. This is a pretty serious unit. Let's open the trunk and take a look at what you can put back here. Look at that, even on the inside of the trunk, you have the leathered, that's the same color as the interior, is beautiful. Still Mercedes-Benz Maybach logo right there in the leather. I love this. You can see this is a real pain in the ass, but again, it shows how much of a luxury this vehicle is designed for. I don't think you're supposed to be loading piles of suitcases in here. This is the fridge that cools the champagne on the inside. So again, you just see what this is made for: features, elegance. This is made for like, you know, for royalty to be sitting in, or the top of the top, because who wants this massive fridge right in the back of where you're putting everything? But again, that's not what this is designed for. What we're going to do is take a look at the inside and see what it's really designed for. Even the tailgate, look at this. The whole tailgate is wrapped in leather, like white leather. Like, it's crazy. So cool. These are the kind of cars you think that actually belong in like almost like a museum to look at. One day these might end up being, you know, collector items, and just, you could almost have this on display. It would take half an hour to go around and look at every single thing that was made and all the individual stitches and the neat things about this car we can look at. All right, let's hop in here and have a look, guys. Now, I think, to be honest with you, this is not really where you want to be sitting if you own this. You're going to want to be sitting back there, but we're still nonetheless going to take a look at this, because it's still a really cool truck to have if you got to drive it and not just sit in the back. But man, this is something else. It just spells luxury. There's a couple of features on this truck that I think are pretty bizarre. We're going to take a look at that. One of them being the bouncing option, which is, I guess, the recovery mode. It's meant for if you're you know, out in the sand dunes off-roading in a, you know, $500,000 SUV. I guess it's designed to knock all the debris off the bottom of that after you're done off-roading. We'll show you it. It's kind of a novelty, but it is still nonetheless very cool. Look at the color scheme of this interior. You got this beautiful, the macchiato beige, and then this gorgeous burgundy color with the stitching all accented through it. And you have just these beautiful Mercedes Maybach logos all over the place. You got, look at that, the infotainment system pops up with Maybach as soon as you're gonna start the system. Just gorgeous, very, very sharp. And then, of course, you have the Maybach steering wheel, which is different than the regular GLS 580 or GLS 450 steering wheel. It's got the Maybach engraved right there, right on the front. So in case you forget what you're driving, it says it right there. The Burmester sound system. Even these vents, the high-end sound system, the upgraded version of it has the matching, the grill covers, I called them vents, but the grill covers for the speakers that stays true throughout the entire vehicle. And of course, when you're looking up here, you have fully wrapped, just like in the tailgate, fully leather wrapped roof, not even cloth or Alcantara. You have a full leather roof. I mean, it would be a nightmare to clean the whole thing if you got crazy, messy kids or anything like that, but either way, it is very gorgeous. I love that. You got your heated and cooled cup holders right here, which is really nice. Very, very easy touching to your climate control, and to navigate through your infotainment is very simple. So you have your comfort massaging front end and the rear end there. You got massage seats. We're going to take a look at the back a little bit later on. And one thing that really gives you that extra kind of like ambiance is of course the ambient lighting. The ambiance. But anyway, you can just scroll right through here, you hop into your comfort, you go into ambient lighting, and then look at this. You have a plethora of colors. You get different color schemes that you can choose from. You can go fire red. It changes the color of that to this kind of yellowy, kind of gives you a demonstration of what coloration you're going to look at there. Purple sky has got some blue and dark blacks. Man, this is just, it's just such a neat little addition that it just gives you that full customization. And you can control all of this from the back as well. There's a rear removable tablet, which is really neat. We'll take a look at that in a second. But just really ups the ante of class when you're just mixing around or choosing your own custom color. You know, very, very cool. Jumping into the back of this Maybach, where I have the unfortunate side of sitting behind the driver's seat right now, but if you're sitting in the passenger seat and your footrests go up, this entire chair will fold forward, so you can basically lay down and sleep if you wanted to. Or you can, you know, fold out your foldable laptop tables, get your work done right here. And like we mentioned earlier, you hit that eject button right there and the corner of that tablet pops up, and look how cool this is. So then you got all of the same things we had basically in the front that you can control from the back. So the full menu of your massage that you're gonna get while you're sitting here riding, getting chauffeured to you know, whatever location you need to get to. Like we talked about, the ambient color and lighting zones that we can control from the back, which is really neat. And this thing charges itself in this little unit right here, which is nice. So quite a lot of functionality of what you can control as a passenger, which is really different than most cars. You're very limited usually on what you have access to, but no, this is really neat what you can do and how you can customize your ride, customize the way things feel when you're back here. It's very, very nice. Adjust the radio, the media, whatever have you. You just simply place this guy back down, and as soon as it gets connected, it sucks itself back in and you're good to go. And then of course you have one of the staples of the Maybach is of course the champagne fridge, which is beautiful. Glasses sit here, open this little door, an illuminated champagne fridge right there. Like, you put whatever you want back there, put a sandwich, put some food, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. If you're in a Maybach, you control everything. You are the prince or the princess. Then we have heated and cooled champagne flute holders down here as well. So when you're riding, they've thought of it all. It actually has a cup holders that grip the bottom of the champagne flute, so those won't fall over when you're riding over bumps or whatever else. Like, they've thought of it all. So good job, Mercedes, on that one. And this massive panoramic roof is huge. It has a beautiful sliding cover that goes across it. So if you're looking to catch some Z's again, you can lay back and relax. All of this stuff simply folds away, which is really, really nice. So this, I'll show you how this works. This is really cool. Has a little bit of a little release function here. You can add more stuff in the center. You have a neck pillow there in case you're going on a really long drive. There's you can go, this one even comes with a phone cable there. That must be an aftermarket thing, but really cool. You just slide this TV tray around like that. It goes like that, a laptop tray back into the area. Close your middle console, and there you go. All right, now one of the claim to fame features of the Maybach GLS. I've found no use to off-roading in this vehicle, and I'm sure not many of you will either, but my new favorite feature is using this off-road assistant recovery mode that we talked about earlier. Your kids fall asleep and they won't wake up. Easiest way to get them awake is start up the recovery mode. Check this out. They're not gonna sleep through this, I don't think, that's for sure. You wanna come check us out? You wanna come for a bounce? Come on by, man, I'll let you in and we'll bounce together. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe on our videos, and we'll check us out soon.